Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel for another Scum tutorial. In this video we're going to be building a base on water using what is called the bench technique. At the moment, in the game's current state, there is only one way to build on water, and I will use this technique to build this base you see before me. As always, I will be doing this in single player with God mode turned on, but gathering the materials for this base wouldn't actually be that time consuming and is relatively cheap. So let's get stuck in and start building. Hey folks, welcome to my tutorial on how to build on water. So the first thing we want to do is you want to set your first foundation down, preferably as low as it can go so you can sort of match it up perfectly with another foundation. But what you want to do first of all is build a foundation with your sand blocks. So you can fit 4 across, 4 wide, 4 deep. Once you have this done, the bench technique then, so how to use the bench technique to build across water is simply you want to craft the wooden bench, you want to place it with the front of the wooden bench just in front of the bottom edge of the front foundation, like so, place it there, and then this one at identical on the other side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to clip a set of stairs. This is a bit niggly to get it done. And then place that there, which means now we should be able to lay more of the sand blocks along the outside. Now as you can see, the sand blocks are resting on the stairs at this present moment. And we build 4 across, and then we delete the stairs, which will leave the concrete blocks floating in midair. And we simply repeat the process again, deleting the old bench and placing a new one. Then once that's done, we can place a new set of stairs that will clip onto the bench, and then we can continue on with more blocks. And this will allow us to clip the blocks on the outside edge. And as you repeat this process, you will continue to venture further out into the water. So it's just as simple as layer 2 benches like I described at the start on either side, and then place your stairs, clip them inside the wooden benches, and then you can place your blocks on the outer edge. Now this will work for the blocks. As you can see in my next video coming up, I have built a bridge which has spanned the whole way across to that little island on the other side. Obviously it's still not finished, but as you can see, using that technique, you just keep going and going and going as far as you want. And then we use a similar technique to build the walls. So now we will also need to show you the technique so you could build the walls around your water base, which we will just show you here before we get into the real build. To do this is the same technique again, using the bench. Of course, the front of the bench should be just in front of the back side of the outermost block. The stairs are roughly 4 blocks across, so you find 4 blocks across and lay your other bench on this side. And then we place our stairs. Once these are placed, this will give us the ability to build our wall. So delete the bench, and then we are building the wall, which will rest along the stairs that are poking out here. We could probably keep that one. No, we need to keep it. This is a fidgety technique. Unfortunately, at the moment, this is the only way to build your walls. And the block technique is using the bench is the only way to build across water. There was other ways now which have since been patched out, which is a good thing. It means the devs are keeping to track, granting those glitch builds, as I say. So now we have those stairs put down. We'll just get rid of these benches. We should be able to lay our wall right across the side. We can put our wooden wall down. It should sit just snug. on these stairs. Obviously they'll not be perfect because this is technically a glitch build. So now we have our wall. So as you can imagine, we will move on towards the build here. You just need to delete these stairs and nothing will happen to your wall, it will stay intact. Sometimes the pieces might click together as well as you would hope, like for example going around corners. Obviously it's going to be a challenge, but what you can do is you can place blocks to cover the cracks. And you can also use them as your advantage to defend your base. But we will go into the base now. I'm going to speed it up in a time lapse because nobody wants to watch the whole build. We will talk a bit about the build techniques and a bit about the game while we watch this, and I'll see you all in the next clip. Thanks for watching. Building a base on water is a great project and really doesn't require that much work. There are many benefits to this. For example, your base is easier to defend than a land base as you only have one point of entry. The base is not easily accessible, meaning you can remove part of the bridge when logging off, making it pretty damn hard to access. As a result of this, you get good protection against offline raiders as well. The base is nice to look at and you can even just fish right off the side, so food is not hard to come by. The game, and more specifically the water in Scum, looks absolutely beautiful, so you will get some nice evening scenery to enjoy while doing a spot of fishing.